Wait, hands-on impression? There's a movie review of this. Damn! We only see this first time on
In a world where Souls-likes dominate the high-skill action game
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't act where Souls-like is actually dominating the fucking gaming space. No, it has not. It has fucking not. You can still have hack and slash games when you can actually have a hack and slash game. Shut the fuck up. That is, I don't think that is a very good thing to actually talk about. Social is getting popular and it's taking over. No, it's not. The reason why it's getting taken over is because Elden Ring was actually be able to sell onto out of everyone else. But guess what? Hack and slash is already the beginning of the things, alright? No, it won't, dude. Don't act like it's as if like it's a plague or something. What the hell is wrong with this guy, man? This guy is an idiot.
Subgenre? I played Ninja Gaiden 4 for the first time last weekend, and my answer is unequivocally yes, absolutely, 1000%. Ninja Gaiden not only still works in 2025, but it is a...
The game has always been working. Do you even know how many people are actually wanting to... Oh, sorry, the volume's low, sorry.
High-speed, stylish breath...
So earlier the guy was talking about how Souls-like genre is actually dominating the space, and also and saying that Ninja Gaiden gonna work in this era of time. Yes, it does. I'm just gonna say right now, it will always does. Why? It's because the game can literally is the one of the most pinnacle hack and slash game ever. It's similar to Devil May Cry, how you have you have a huge population of people who still love Devil May Cry and still get into the game. And Bayonetta is also one of those. Metal Gear Rising Revenge is also people love those kind of games as well. You have those people. Don't say like Souls like is like a plague or something. Saying like there's no such thing as a game genre that is going to overtake any other genre. No, there's no such thing as that as well. Because if there is, people will get burnt out in the end and actually get move on to other genre in the end of the day. They will actually move on to another genre and want more something different in the end of the day. That's how people are.
of fresh air.
And that's just annoying.
It was my favorite thing I played amongst all the games I covered at this past weekend's various showcases, and as someone who considers Ninja Gaiden Black the finest action game ever made, I left incredibly happy.
I am very excited for this game actually. Like Loki, very excited. But I'm very curious about how long is the playtime is in this game, because like I will not play this game if it's like around 8 hours. I will not pay for it, to be honest with you. I will just ignore it and just not play it. Cheers!
A mere
So
25
gory.
minutes of hands-on time with Ninja Gaiden 4 isn't remotely enough to make a judgment call on where Platinum Games and Team Ninja's sequel will fit into the hierarchy of the franchise, but it was enough to make me feel like a badass killing machine and still challenge me in the process.
The game camera work is different than a Ninja Gaiden 2 Black or Black 2. I don't remember.
Which means Ninja Gaiden 4 is off to a good start in terms of dialing in that ever so special Ninja Gaiden feeling as Platinum Games takes the lead with Team Ninja guiding them.
Oh yeah, I forgot Platinum Games are actually in here. Who actually the same people who make Bayonetta games.
The game is fast, said Platinum Games producer and director Yuji.
The game is fast.
We wanted to make sure it feels like a modernized high-speed game while staying true to what Ninja Gaiden is. He added, "We are going against the trend," meaning, of course,
What trend are you talking about? Is there a trend?
Souls-likes. I played
What? I think the game is fast. I think as well. Okay, that is stupid. There is no way that you're acting as if like the Souls-like game, Souls-like genre is going to plague everything. If there is Souls-like genre, there is actually more people going into Souls-like genre. Sure, I don't give a damn because like we don't have enough of them. Don't mind about that because Souls-like games will always make the game better in many ways because there is a lot of elements that are going to be included in Souls-like. You gotta understand that. Souls-like can easily fucked up, while hack and slash game can also get fucked up as well. But this is a Ninja Gaiden that we were talking about. Literally, what
Is
are we talking
young
about here?
Raven
What are
Clan
you
member
talking about?
Yakumo in Chapter 1, which isn't the very beginning of the campaign. That honor goes to a tutorial section, but for all intents and purposes, it is. It's set well after Ninja Gaiden 3. Shh, we don't talk about that one. In a
I've heard that game was actually really trash, like very trash.
Tokyo amidst the return of the Dark Dragon.
This looks fucking good. Look at that! This scenario is so
Sadly,
cyberpunk. I love
didn't
it.
get to play as Ryu Hayabusa here, but I can't wait to do so.
It's okay. You can always go back to Ninja Gaiden Black to literally play that game. You just have to pay a little bit extra.
I didn't mind too much in my demo though because I was having so much fun as Yakumo. See, Yakumo has some of Ryu's classic tricks. Izuna drop anyone? While also unleashing his own in the form of Blood Raven attacks, which are deployed by holding the left trigger and then pressing X or Y. These are large area of effect offensive maneuvers, but they take longer to wind.
Bro, this game is so good looking and so fucking bloody. I love it, and I love the fact that even when you actually cut the limbs from the enemies, they can still try their best to actually attack you, which is nuts. They can actually do that.
And execute.
Ooh.
It was my old habits and not being quick enough to adopt these new moves that doomed me in the large encounter near the end of my 25-minute.
I really want to
hands-on
play this
session.
game, dude.
I won't
I
make
really
the same
do.
mistake next time.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, it means I didn't get to face off against the Chapter 1 boss, who you can see in action here.
How many chapters is there in this game, though?
Bring it.
The
If
gore
you've
is
played
very
Ninja
good.
Gaiden games before, you should feel pretty comfortable right away, even though there is certainly plenty of new stuff to learn and get used
Ooh,
to.
is that a parry system in this game or no? Because that
Tapping
looks
right
like there
trigger at
is.
the right moment to block an incoming attack and set up a counter, wall running and tapping Y to take the head off of a low-level enemy. Holding Y with blood essence, seemingly in place of Ninpo, at least for Yakumo, still
Bro, it's so. I remember there was a movie when I was a kid called Ninja Samurai or something like that. I don't remember. I remember that movie being so gory, and I was like, damn, being a ninja is actually really cool. And then like we have Snake Guy from GI Joe. Bro, all I wanted is to actually have a ninja game where I can actually just hack and slash instead of like doing stealth, bro. I really just want to have that. And Sekiro is like the most closest thing ever, but Ninja Gaiden kind of looks like it's actually a moment where you can just like not parrying, you can just hack and slash your way through with everything, especially with a guy who has a gun in his hand. You can just parry it. Just go Ryan Reynolds everything, bro.
collected on the battlefield after your previous kill so you can use them to power an ultimate technique on the foe still alive in front of you. It's all still here. Oh, and don't forget to assassinate enemies quietly when you get a chance. If anything, Ninja
Damn.
Gaiden 4 feels faster than ever.
Oh man, they're quick.
Even Yakuza
Also, being faster doesn't mean it's better though. That's the thing. Even if it's faster, doesn't mean it's better. Because like if you're being too fast in the combat, the pacing of the combat can be a little bit less appreciated. So like, there's no point. There's like literally no point of you actually playing the game when you pay so much money for it and you can't even enjoy it. I don't think it's actually better that way. But maybe he meant like a faster in a different way.
Kumo's running speed feels faster than Ryu's did in the older games. It's also, somehow, even bloodier than ever.
Without no doubt.
Things
You have a
started
blood
to
sword
get
to begin with,
gory
though.
in Ninja Gaiden 2, but here the crimson fountains spray every which way, constantly coating Yakumo in a carry-like coating of plasma.
Damn!
Arterial spray gets everywhere when slicing and dicing a handful of foes. It's like a vampire's dream come true out there.
Oh!
Now let's all sit back and watch this awesome sequence for the next minute and a half or so, which I remind you again is only from the first proper level of the game.
Ooh! Doing the Black Man Wukong moveset? I see you, I see you. Oh yeah, you can actually block it. Of course you can block it, but like, I'm actually curious if you can parry it. That's the thing. Maybe not. Ooh! 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 Oh! Yeah, that guy's toast. Bro, become a calamari. Holy crap. Oh.
Oh, and here's more good news. The camera is actually pretty good now.
Yeah, the camera is much better than the older Ninja Gaiden game. I think like that's a thing where I've heard people actually talk about it. Where like when you play an action game, it's like like it's a reminiscent of a Devil May Cry 1, and I don't like the Devil May Cry 1 camera because it's actually really cheap way of like making the game a little bit harder, and it's just tedious. Not tedious. It's really annoying. And I noticed the fact that Ninja Gaiden did the same thing as well, and I really do hope they actually keep going with this.
It's certainly evolved over the years, but thankfully in 2025, it
Which is crazy to me because like the Team Ninja are making Ninja Gaiden, and they're also making Neo 3. What?
no
What
longer
the
seems
fuck?
to be a detriment or distraction to the player. Certainly, a lot more time will be needed to verify this initial impression, but the camera didn't annoy me once in my entire hands-on session.
That's a good news. That's a very good news.
Difficulty modes, meanwhile, can be adjusted on the fly if, say, you're playing on hard and want to drop it to normal for a
Where I'm going to play this game, probably normal or probably hard.
particularly tough boss.
Jeez.
An easy mode is here too. It's called Hero Mode, but I didn't get to test it out to see just how forgiving, or not, it might be. I spent my time on normal difficulty. Also, baked into normal at least, and presumably Hero as well, but I'm not sure about hard yet, is a feature that offers you a helpful item if you've failed a particular encounter a few times.
Oh,
On that
okay.
last big rumble I was too slow to bring Yakumo's new attacks into, I was given a large healing elixir to help me on my next attempt. Ninja Gaiden 4's checkpoint system now takes some stress out of trying to find a save point with ample health and supplies. A red-eyed
That's the fact that like
out of trying to find a save point with ample
look at the way he actually like put put away his swords.
health and supplies.
They fucking splattered his fucking blood, bro. What the fuck? That's
A
nuts.
red-eyed raven can also
Damn.
be approached, which triggers a visit from a friend who can unlock combat skills in exchange for the in-game currency you've accumulated. You can also go into a practice mode from here too that lets you get familiar with your moves, which I didn't
Hard is for the big boys, and you are one. Yeah, sure. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy.
waste time doing during my short demo.
Too good for practice, huh?
And yes, there are collectibles to look for as well.
Oh.
They're called Gordies, and they're little adorable
What?
creatures that you have to complete a quick time event sequence
Excuse me.
in order to secure. I found one Gordy in chapter
What is
1,
that? That
and it
looks
was
like a
only
seal.
2 rapid succession button taps to
Oh shit! That's not cute.
We'll see if the
Oh.
QTEs get more complicated and difficult
What
the
the
deeper
fuck?
into the campaign you get.
They
I'm
scared
not
the
sure
fuck out
yet
of me.
if collecting them will
Cute little creatures, you say? You liar!
yield any sort of greater reward. I'll be honest, I came into my first hands-on session with Ninja Gaiden 4 with extremely high expectations. If Platinum Games and Team Ninja screwed this up, I would have been very vocal about it as a 20-year fan of the series. But thankfully, they seem to be on the right track towards getting this right. If they don't, the series is probably dead forever. But I was smiling the entire time I was playing Ninja Gaiden 4, even when I got killed. Its need for combat speed is matched by its sense of style, and all I want to do right now is play more Ninja Gaiden 4.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because like Ninja Gaiden did actually stay true to its own color, which is very nice. It stayed true its own true to its own root, and people are actually loving that. Good thing they didn't make this game as a Souls like, which is really good because that's what Neo is, not Ninja Gaiden. And Neo and Ninja Gaiden are two different, uniquely different games, but they was owned by the same company, but made by the same people. But and I am actually genuinely glad for that.
The Year of the Ninja might truly be magical.
Ooh.
Between the excellent Ninja Gaiden 2 Black Earth
I do have to say, the Ninja Gaiden Black 2 on Unreal Engine looks far more better though with the lighting. The lighting in here is so much, it's so much natural and also vibrant.
earlier this year, the extremely promising Ninja Gaiden Ragebound that we also just played and adored.
Also, this one I am kinda interested to try this one out actually. It's the same people who made the Blasphemous games, and I'm very curious about that.
Sega's seemingly focused 2D revival of Shinobi, and the biggest one of them all, Platinum Games Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm as optimistic as ever
Oh
that
yeah,
they're gonna
forgot.
nail this when it Izuna drops on October 21st.
I forgot this was also like a collaboration with the Platinum games, which is very insanely interesting.
The Dark Dragon is mine.
For more
So
previews of the
gory,
coolest upcoming games, don't miss our recent looks at Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and Holston. And for more on all your favorite video games, stick with IGN.
It's a very good looking game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited for this game. A little bit pricey, but I'm very, very optimistic about this game actually. Really hoping this game doesn't actually let me down, dude. Really, really having high expectation here. Like, it's a big sword. Look at that. How big that sword is. Look at that big PP. Holy crap. Yep. Very excited for this one. The thing is that like it's stupid because like Souls Light doesn't really actually, well, it does dominate the space right now because it actually gives people to actually get into the game much more easier because Souls Light means the quality of the genre is actually really high, and now we are entering the time where like people are actually going to do more, explore more the ideas into that subgenre, and there will be a chance where there will be like more slops than the good ones that we have. But I would have to say, Souls like is not a really bad genre. Don't say it's a plague. Don't say like it's actually like dominating. I don't think it is because we still have games that are like a first-person shooter and also literally hack and slash games are still alive to this very day. Just saying, I just think it's a very stupid argument, and I know he probably said that just to actually like rile me up or like probably get that bait. But like, there's nothing wrong with that because like I think like hack and slash games and also Souls like can actually have a very thin, have like a very thin wall where like they can actually mix together left and right very very well because like you have hack and slash game that are also Souls like element like Kazan hack and slash, but also Souls like element, like Wukong, or fuck, frick, what's the word? Oh, it was an IGN review. Yes, it was an IGN review. So like, yeah, they really actually just tried to roll me up. But earlier I was gonna say that there are a lot more games that are actually more Souls-like, but also more heavy on the hack and slash. There are also like hack and slash game, but more included with this, um, no, there is more hack and slash game that are more included with the Souls element. So like Souls like, but with more included hack and slash element, it would be Lies of P in my opinion. It would be Lies of P. While Souls like game, oh wait, while hack and slash game with Souls like element would be Kazan. Do you know what I mean? Sekiro is its own league, unfortunately. And you have Ninja Gaiden being like literally the hack and slash game, and Elden Ring being the true Souls-like game. They're not really actually lagging. It's just that like there's a thin wall of like going through everything, and I kind of like that. I like that. And we have upcoming Phantom Blade Zero, where like that game is like ninja game as well with Chinese folklore, and that game is going to be like more on hack and slash game, but with Souls like element as well. That Wukong is a hack and slash game, but with a Souls like element to it.